Hi guys, welcome to the Fight Edge channel. The WBC World Heavyweight Champion Briton Tyson Fury attacked his compatriot Anthony Joshua and Ukrainian Alexander Usyk, who holds the WBA, WBO and IBF titles in the weight category. You know what I can't believe? This is what Joshua allowed to return all the belts to Ukraine after the hard work I did to free them. Joshua, you big useless bum. You let a little steroid guy who got up from middleweight take all the belts from you. It will take a real British bomber like me to rectify the situation and bring the titles back to the United Kingdom. You're useless bags. Bring Usyk to the Gypsy King and I will put him in his place. I will rid him of the titles again, Fury said. Former World Heavyweight Champion Vladimir Klitschko reacted to the recent words of Tyson Fury, who accused Alexander Usyk of using steroids. The younger of the Klitschko brothers decided to remind the Briton that he needs to keep quiet when it comes to the use of banned drugs. The Ukrainian published on social networks an aphorism uttered by Robert Louis Stevenson: "People in glass houses should not throw stones," the meaning of which is that a person shouldn't criticize others if dishonest actions are found behind him. Tyson Fury, you live in a house made of glass and someone should take the stones from you. Not so long ago, before our fight, you actually had a positive test for doping. Anyone can Google about it. Control yourself, Klitschko tweeted. Recall that Fury's fight with Klitschko took place in November 2015 and ended with the victory of the Briton by unanimous decision. The WBC heavyweight title holder Tyson Fury responded to the criticism of Vladimir Klitschko, who stood up for Alexander Usyk. Earlier, the Gypsy King accused Usyk of using steroids, which forced the younger of the Klitschko brothers to remind the Briton in a sharp manner about his own problems with doping. It is quite obvious that Fury did not delay their response for a long time, posting several statements on his Instagram story. Vladimir, it's a pity that someone can't be you, because you didn't even manage to land a single blow in all 12 rounds. Your time is over, grandpa. Even with a Usyk, you can never beat someone like me. Vladimir Klitschko is another Ukrainian bum, dreaming that Usyk could do something with a fighter like me. I specialize in rolling out bombs, wrote Fury. The head of the Matchroom boxing promotion company Eddie Hearn commented on the words of the British WBC heavyweight title holder Tyson Fury that the WBA, WBO and IBF world champion in the weight category, Ukrainian Alexander Usyk, uses banned drugs. Fury accused Usyk of using steroids. Alexander is undergoing water testing, so this is not our problem. I think Tyson does the right thing when he speaks loudly. I just wish he would talk more about Dillian Whyte and not about Usyk and Joshua. He is great when he continues his rich speech. I follow him on Instagram, Hearn said. Recall that Tyson Fury a few days ago accused his compatriot Anthony Joshua of allowing him to take away his championship titles and return them to Ukraine, and Usyk of using prohibited drugs. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard absolutely every day and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. Russ Anver, the athlete of the WBA, WBO and IBF heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk, doesn't understand why the WBC title holder Tyson Fury does not seek to fight with the Ukrainian. I know for sure that Usyk's real interest is Fury. Unification is a fight that should be arranged. I don't know why he will not be satisfied. They can bypass the rematch option. You just need to agree. I don't see this as a problem, and I also don't see that it hurts Joshua in any way. Firstly, he will receive compensation. Secondly, he will have a chance to fight with Fury or Usyk, so he got a rematch or an opportunity to participate in even bigger fights against Tyson Fury. I think the responsibility here lies more with Fury. Why is he thinking about a fight with Andy Ruiz or Robert Helenius if he has a chance to fight with Usyk and unify the titles? And he says, I don't care about belts, titles don't mean anything to me. As for me, this is a fight that needs to be arranged, Rosenberg said. Amber believes that the mandatory challenger for the WBC belt, Dillian Whyte, doesn't deserve a title chance. Dillian Whyte should not be a mandatory contender. He should not be given a title chance. Whyte should be the guy everyone gave up on because he is a cheater. He cheated with gloves in a fight with Rivas, cheated with a doping test. He was knocked out by Povetkin. Then he came back and beat Povetkin, after which, in my opinion, they have a 1-1 score. Why won't Povetkin get a rematch with Whyte? Why don't they have a third fight? Has Povetkin finished his career? That's another point. I don't know if he left or not, perhaps, but did Whyte suddenly close the defeat and become a mandatory contender again? Why on earth? Because he defeated Povetkin? No, they don't become a mandatory applicants this way. There are fights much better than with Dillian Whyte, Rosenberg said on the Calling Rosenberg podcast. The promoter of the British boxer Eddie Hearn told how negotiations are going on about a repeat fight. Eddie Hearn expects to reach an agreement on a rematch with Usyk's team soon. According to Hearn, the exact date needs to be known so that Anthony Joshua has already started preparing for the fight. He also expressed confidence that Usyk's team would not create obstacles for a repeat match. Usyk's team are good and sincere people who know that they are responsible for holding a rematch with Joshua. And they're happy to do it because they believe that they are the favorites in the rematch. Perhaps they are confident that they will do better this time, but we also believe in our success. According to our plan, we should fix the date of the rematch by the end of this month. I expect that Joshua will start training camp at the end of January or early February. We have already agreed on this. I'm not going to talk about the contract. It's pretty standard. Usyk was pleased that there was a rematch clause. His team wanted to sign it. Obviously, they're going to make a lot of money, Hearn said. A multiple contender for the title of World Heavyweight Champion, American Chris Arreola, talked to a local blogger while training in a boxing gym. Chris Arreola spoke about the upcoming rematch of the United Champion from Ukraine, Alexander Usyk, against the former British title holder Anthony Joshua, and also commented on the situation with the organization of the fight between the British WBC title holder Tyson Fury and his compatriot Dillian Whyte. So many fights is the heavyweight division. Let's start with the Usyk-Joshua rematch. I will choose Usyk. I like Usyk. I like the way he fights. He fights really smart. He is a minor heavyweight. Although he gained weight, he is still considered a minor heavyweight. But there should be a cool fight. Personally, Joshua looks short to me. He is afraid of missing out. There was talk of a fight between Fury and Andy Ruiz. You have known Andy for years. How do you think he will fight against Fury? Andy Ruiz did not look so great against me. I consider myself now one of the most elite gatekeepers in boxing in the heavyweight division. He did not look that good against me. You can say he beat me, he won, but he didn't beat me. Considering what I said, I will give the victory to Fury, Chris Arreola said in an interview. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.